Hello and welcome to the Power of Healing Your Energy show. This show is all about your light, your intuition, your soul's purpose. And did you know depression and anxiety are a side effect of not living your life intuitively, not trusting your gut, the lost connections with your higher self and others? Let's go higher and feel deeper. Hello, fellow empaths, light workers, 5D lovers. I'm Christine with 24 Karat Healing. I'm a spiritual medium, intuitive energy coach, and old soul healer. And this is episode 36. And the power of Michael Abramson, awakening into your divine power. Wow. Michael is not only a shamanic acupuncturist, a light body multidimensional facilitator, and ascension alchemist. He has devoted his highest calling of serving divine light transformations for individual and planetary ascensions. And he works with the man I call, Archangel Michael. I mean, he's the man. He's the guy. He's the go-to guy in the celestial realm, as well as cosmic and galactic beings of light, to bring forth multidimensional light body attunements and the art of sacred heart, divine listening, shamanic clearing, healing. He is a sacred divine masculine leader, international teacher in higher consciousness, with a focus on guiding the ascension together with his sacred divine partner, Honi, and I know she's here. He's dedicated to serving their divine mission and anchoring the unity Christ consciousness. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Michael. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, not only were you here last Saturday when we did the 5D Love Summit, which, you and Honeybee were the first to jump on board, but you're here again. Here again, episode 36. I'm so blessed, so honored to have you here. And I just want to share something with everyone, how devoted and loving, and I'm really at a loss for words. He messaged me the other day and asked me if I wanted to join him. He felt called to gift me the Sacred Heart Divine Listening. It was a healing session, a listening session, intuitive session. It was 90 minutes. I feel amazing. I felt amazing yesterday. Today, I feel even lighter. I feel brighter. I feel, I don't want to get emotional, but I feel that he actually was listening to me and not trying to fix anything. So thank you.
You're very welcome, Christine. And thank you. Thank you for inviting me on today. Thank you for this platform that you've opened up for the collective. I really feel that what you're doing and what you're sharing with everyone is the perfect time, the perfect moment to really bring forth what we're all doing right now. And I just really appreciate this opportunity, because anytime when we can get together and connect heart to heart, soul to soul, magic happens. We share the love, we share the light, we share the joy, and then we blast it out.
Yes.
And especially when you meet people that you already feel connected to, or you see people that you already feel connected to. If it's a face, if it's a picture, I'm really learning, after being away from social media for all my life, except the past 3 years, my beautiful beloved Honi of welcoming me into it. Such a gift of what you're doing and what you're sharing and what you're offering in that. And so I just cannot be more blessed for today. And thank you, and thank everyone that's here today. Thanking all those that are watching this, that are hearing this, and most important, feeling this, because we know there's major things happening.
Yes, there is. And we're, like I said before I got on the show here, I kind of had a little dialect with myself, and I said, we have been shaken to our foundations. Yeah. And it's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. How are you going to show up? Right. And I choose to show up in love and light and honor you and everyone else that chooses that as well.
Exactly. And you segment into a perfect way, Christine, because before we begin, and as we're beginning, I want to take that light and love right now, and those that are watching now, and those that are watching in the replay, is to really take this moment and to expand and illuminate that love to all those that are hurting right now, that are in a state of fear and anxiety. And just do just a very quick little blessing right now, just to honor our beautiful brothers and sisters. And so what I'd like us all to do is just close our eyes and just place our hands directly over our heart. You take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And let us just imagine at this moment that the depth of our light, our sacred love within our hearts is here to shine to every child, to every family, to every being in this moment that is hurting, that is suffering, that is just in a state of unease or worry. Let us just take this moment and now place our hands outwardly, facing outwardly, so that we can now just collectively feel, imagine, and send our light, our love to the world, to humanity. And as we just take 3 deep breaths in, imagine that we're just breathing in the biggest, beautiful breath of love in through the nose. And as we exhale, the most beautiful breath of love outwardly, as we shine this outward with 3 deep breaths in. And blessings and great spirit, for the highest light of all, in the highest love of all, for the highest good of all, may we all send the blessings from the light of our heart to all dear souls, all dear beings, to our Gaia and all beings of light that are now here, that are now feeling our beautiful nature, our beautiful sacred souls. Thank you. And so I guess I just wanted to start about it, and it was interesting. We spoke about this yesterday, and I feel it's one of the biggest platforms. I can imagine why you started this show about unconditional love. And I remember yesterday, Christine, you're like, I just want to, I just want to be that unconditional love. I want to share it. I really want to bring that focus to each and every being that is able to watch this, to feel it. And in your practice, remember we were like saying about that unconditional love, and
yes,
and I know that it's a huge term to really feel, because a lot of times we can't fully grasp it because we've been given so many conditions, been given so many programs, and right now I feel that what we all need to do at this moment, and what the world needs at this moment, is our true unconditional love. No judgment, no labels, no stereotypes, no opinions, just our true unconditional love. And it reminds me of a story when I was younger, and I'll embarrass myself a little. When I was young, I used to sit by the beach, and I I remember like watching the waves come in, right? Remember how like the waves come in and they recede. The waves come in and recede. I just started to notice how when the wave came in, everything just flowed with it, right? The rocks would come in, the seashells would come in. Sometimes you would see a little sea turtle come in, and there was just this natural flow. There was this natural force that just came in and came out. And there was no resistance, right? There was no blockage. There was nothing impeding the path. A beautiful mama ocean just bringing the waves in and waves out. And I just sat there and I was in such awe as a little child. Being like, wow. So sometimes they would kind of like, you can pull away from the ocean. And that, it really touched me, because when I really feel that ocean, when I looked at what was happening, I saw that there was complete acceptance, right? There was nothing that was, the seashell wasn't resisting against the wave.
Mm-hmm.
The fish or jellyfish weren't fighting against the current. Everything was in this natural flow, right? Everything was just in harmony, in unification. And when I really feel unconditional love, to me, I feel pure acceptance. And in that acceptance, there's nothing to resist. All there is to feel what's before us and honor and accept it. Good, bad, right, wrong. It doesn't matter, because that's only a judgment. There's acceptance. And remember, beautiful, powerful Chinese master spoke to me. He said, when we can fully accept everything about us and accept everything about everyone else in the world, then we have touched our true divinity. I want people to feel that. When we can truly accept everything about us within, and we can truly accept everything about everyone else, the external environment, the world, in unison, we are in our complete divinity. Unconditional love. There's no separation.
No.
There's no obstruction. All there is just this natural flow. Just like that wave coming in and coming out. The wave coming in and coming out. Or when I used to sit by a stream and watching the water just flow.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or in acupuncture, when facilitating the chi, and just knowing there's this natural flow that comes through us. And so my point being is, in this acceptance of unconditional love within us and everyone around us, it brings us into our pure love, which we are. It brings us into our Christ consciousness. It brings us into our heavenly realm that allows us to fully be our fullest expression of light, our fullest expression of love. And I feel right now, at this moment, which I know we were talking before about, this moment which we've all been waiting for, right? This moment that our souls have been training for. We've been waiting lifetimes, if not eons. I know Honi and I were like, gosh, is it over yet? Are we there yet? Which is so interesting, because on the outside it looks kind of scary, looks fearful, it looks a little frightening, and a lot are caught in fear, which is okay. Yet in this moment, we're in our highest level of ascension and awakening, the great awakening before us. No better to use the one innate gift that we've been born with, that we've been given to co-create, that is us and is everything, is unconditional love. That is what we are made of. That is what the universe thrives upon. And that is exactly the biggest tool we can use in our own healing. Because Christine, that I'm sure when you talk to your clients and they say, well, how do I heal myself? What can I do? And we have this conversation like, we don't do healing. We're just conduits of the healing, right?
Yes.
We're just helping people learn that healing comes from within, because we're all little shamans, little healers, little gurus. It's
Yes.
already within us. We already came within this life with these powers already. And now it is this moment in time that we get to awaken those powers just by remembering
Who we are.
who we are, right?
Exactly. That beautiful. I mean, I couldn't have said it better, obviously. Oh yeah, Honey's just mentioning about episode 36. She was 33, and that's amazing. I just want to catch up on some of these comments. Okay. Thank you very much. I look very different in my energy and vibration. Well, yeah, I had some assistance. And some divine masculine energy. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. Love you. There you go. Getting some love there, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you, Fidel. Love you, brother. Love you, Miriam. Love you, Honey. Love you, all beings. I could not be more grateful for my dear beloved. I wish people could see the setup beforehand, because without my dear sacred beloved, I feel like my technological skills would be on the side, because she's helping me put the lighting up. She's helping me put the computer. It's like, thank gosh for women. Can I just have a round of applause for women of just the ability of just, they're always 2 steps ahead of the game. They're a bit more conscious. They have quite the amount of patience for us men that are moving a little slow, that are just trying to get around that corner. You guys have already there, and you're like, come on, guys, catch up. It's all you have to do is dot the I, cross the T. You can come. I bow to the sacred divine feminine, because in my joy and love, I'm just so honored that I can be with a partner that we can serve this mission. And
Yes.
And that mission, which we know right now, is this mission of love. And what I want to share with each and every one that's watching is this mission, which we already know is here. I want to go back to where I started with, in acceptance. What happens right now if we accepted every single thing about ourselves to the highest level of unconditional love? Every aspect, the beautiful things, the things that we want to hide behind us, the things that we don't want to look at, our judgment, our worthiness, our deservingness, our ability to be seen, the guilt, shame, the blame. What happens if we accepted all of that in pure love? And the reason I say that is because sometimes, as many light workers are on today, we I feel right now, are the biggest catalysts of change in this evolution. We should call it love-evolution.
Love-evolution. I like that.
That's happening right now. And we are actually the role models, the teachers, the new foundation that everyone's going to be looking at, which really requires our shit to be together right now, right? To really look at our own stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I bring in this energy of acceptance, because it's a point of saying, what happens if I could just say, guilt, thank you. Judgment that really pulls my heart, thank you. Oh, that impatience, we spoke about this yesterday. Oh, this impatience. Why can't people just see through their lens of what's happened? Thank you. What happens if we just give that in full acceptance, full unconditional? Wouldn't there be a complete flow? There wouldn't be any resistance. There would just be complete movement. And so what I remind myself to do is just to say, it's okay to feel not okay. It's okay that I may feel a little judgmental about myself and I'm feeling crappy. It's okay. Thank you. Because if we were just to take that moment and give yourself the permission to say, thank you, or it's okay to feel some of those things that we don't accept about ourselves, then we bring that light to the shadow or darkness that just wants attention. That's all it wants. That darkness that's in the shadow is just coming up, that we've put under the rug. We all know what we're talking about. We've saved it for a rainy day, and we've avoided it because it hasn't felt good. And we've been conditioned. What doesn't feel good is wrong or bad, or I'm going to avoid. Yet when we can bring that acceptance, that love, that appreciation, most importantly, gratitude to it, it gives it light. And then no longer is it a burden. It's kind of like putting that beautiful vampire into the light, and then it transforms back into light, because what have we done? We've taken the darkness and we've shined to light, which we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're shining light on all the areas of darkness, but somehow we're all flipping out. Well, not all of us. I'm kind of excited about it because I've been feeling like I've been born to do this. I told Honi the other day, I was like, let's do this. I've been born and ready since I came in, like a little Boy Scout or Cub Scout. I want everything just to crash, and let's start over, hit the reset button, and come in with just like hugs, love, and our highest gifts of what we can do, because so many people right now are in need of it. And I just congratulate again all of you in the kindness and the joy and the light, and anything that we're doing. If it's a phone call, if it's a smile, even if it's the people walking around the masks that are like looking at you like a little scared, and you're like,
yeah, I've had some of those. Yes.
I did that in the grocery store just because my dad used to teach me something. He said, when someone is at their lowest, try to do the opposite to them. And he used to joke around, like when someone cut you off and gave you the bird, he would just smile. He'd be like, and like getting more road rage. But so today I was walking in a grocery store, and there's people walk with the mask, and I went up to them. I was like, and they just kind of like looked at me. I was a little weird or strange, but I just wanted to share that, I accept you. I accept you for protecting yourself. I accept you that you have 2 meters that we have to stay apart from each other. I mean, I would hug them, but I didn't want to freak them out because that may have violated the distance to them because we're still hugging. Yet, the message of accepting everything that's happening right now, I feel, is our biggest gift in awakening our divine power. Because when we're accepting, we're no longer resisting, we're no longer fighting. And you know what? Fear can no longer move forward if it's accepted. Imagine if we looked at each fear that we're personally going through. Actually, even better, how about that frustration we're personally going through? Some of us are just so frustrated with what we're seeing out there, that what happens if we just take that moment of frustration and we just accept it?
Yeah.
Because what happens when we accept? I'm sorry, I'm using accept about an infinite amount of times. The word
all good.
To allow. Because when we accept, we're allowing, right? When we accept, we surrender. Not giving up or giving power away. We're allowing the flow and our fluidity and the presence of what I love what the teachers used to say in Chinese medical school was the flow of qi, the life force behind life.
Yes.
The natural divinity that is coming through us already. We're just allowing it, like a beautiful fountain, a beautiful flower blooming, a beautiful sun that's rising from the sky. We're accepting it. And so I really want to bring that message in our awakening and our divinity, is to accept, because where we're moving is even a deeper level that I want to invite everyone to go deeper.
Absolutely. I see it as, when you hold on to something so tightly, it's like, it's okay, dear, you can let go. It's all good. My pastor as well, I remember him saying this. He's like, right now, it's like this. That was the mantra. He says, if you can't think of anything right now, it's like this. So every situation you look at, or as they say, it is what it is.
Right. let it be, because what's another beautiful thing about acceptance and letting it be? It also requires us to let go.
Yes.
And that's probably one of the hardest things that we're confronting right now, because we can't quite let go of what's happening, because somewhere we're being triggered of like what's happening real. And even as light workers, trust me, we're like, what are all these people doing? Like, we were the black sheep growing up, and now we see all the sheep just following everything, and it's like, what's going on?
Isn't that true?
And so it's like, we just have to honor what's happening, accept and let it flow, but also let go. And this is, I think, what we also shared yesterday, talking, or hearing, listening, is let go of what is going to happen, real. Because, as I shared yesterday, if we dive into our heart and we really feel that divinity, the awakening that's before us, the awakening that's within us, then we receive the truth of what's happening. We turn the TV off, we turn the news off, and maybe we just turn, in no disrespect, every psychic report, which is good and beautiful and amazing. Trust me, I read all of them, I love them, but we just, for a moment, just let everything go and feel what's in our heart so that we can feel our own truth, and then share that. Respect everyone else, honor everything that we see, and maybe even look at the news that doesn't seem so good and say, okay, thank you, because it's teaching us even a deeper level of unconditional love. You know what that is? It's compassion. To give compassion to all of the beings that are afraid, that are scared, the countries that we don't know if there's going to be immunizations moving through. We don't know if people are going to come in and take our safety away. That's why this letting go is one of the biggest gifts we can help in our own security and safety, because what happens when we let go? We let go of our control. And we start to feel natural. It's somewhere we're still in this control, fight or flight, survival mode.
Yeah.
You guys in Canada, I tell you, are beautiful, peaceful representatives. Us in America, we're surviving every single second. We're pushing, we're going. Somewhere in Canada, when we were at least in Toronto, we looked at everyone and said, wow, this is one of the most peaceful countries in the world. People are driving slow, they're stopping at stop signs, they're saying go. Everyone's so peaceful. And I'm like, doesn't it feel like there's a survival going fast, fast, fast? Whereas here in America, we're in this control, tight, go, have to complete, because underneath we're a little insecure and afraid, which is okay, again. And once we keep accepting that insecurity, that level, we keep expanding. And I feel that one of the biggest gifts in this expansion that's happening in our awakening right now, and this is where I want to go deeper, is the accepting of our divinity within. And that divinity is accepting our connection, our beingness of the divine, or if we want to call it source, universe, God,
Yes.
Krishna, Buddha, however, all respect. That connection within divinity, I would say, is the biggest, most important, highest, most powerful thing we can do in this moment to find peace, harmony, grace, and love. And I know that may be very hard for some people because we've lost that connection. Or a lot of people, what I love to hear, because I know this growing up, trust me, I grew up with Jewish, hippie, New Age spiritual family in Bible Beltway. Trust me, that was good. I had complete loss of faith because I didn't know what was right or wrong, good or bad. But all I knew was watching my father saying, this humanity, what's wrong with this humanity? People are killing each other. There's war. Why can't we just peace, love, hug? And he was a hippie. I love him. Thank you, Dad. It's a lot of people right now are not accepting source because there's so much happening in a negative way, or what they may see as a negative way. And we have to honor and give compassion to that too. And also understand behind this mind that we perceive and see, there's a whole other plan that's going on in contracts, in karmatic levels that we come back to, that everything has a reason. There's no accidents. And to now really look within our heart and really find and feel I ask this for everyone. Where is my connection with Source, with the divinity? Because that is what's going to take us and expand us and awaken us to what's coming before us.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I want to throw in there joy and bliss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't Source divinity our natural state of joy, bliss, happiness, excitement? If I haven't said this already, yesterday I was saying, honey, is it weird that we're a little too happy right now? Is it a little strange that we're like waking up, we're like, yay, we're so excited. Why are we so excited? People are dying. The coronavirus are closing countries down. All hell's breaking loose. And we're looking at each other and we're like, really bad people for being too positive, too joyful? Because something in here is telling me like, oh, there's something amazing going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's something phenomenal. And people are awakening. People are thriving. People are rising behind what these eyes see.
Yeah.
And part of it is, which I feel, and I know you feel, is each time we give the opportunity to go into our hearts and connect with divine. I don't know how you're feeling, Kristen. I'd like to ask you this.
Sure.
There seems to be this veil that is no longer there. They're almost like we are in already our 5D.
Yes.
And when we really connect into our hearts, our spirit guides, our angels, our ascended masters, our elements, our directions, our you name it, are right there ready for us. And it's like, oh my gosh. Yes, well, thank you, Saint Germain. Whoa. Like it's like right there. And goosebumps. Thank you, guys.
The dream team has always been there.
I mean, I have Archangel Michael right here because I want to like honor, because he's here too. And it's like, oh, they're all right here. They're all awaiting for us because we know the more we support them, they are supporting us. They're actually really coming through us. We're just the conduit of light and love. And once we let go of our label and our ego and our stereotypes and this like, oh, I'm Michael the healer, I'm the acupuncturist, I'm the shamanic, la 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 la. Once I let go of all of that, because it's a title, once I let go of all of that and realize that they're coming through us, isn't it pretty powerful that there's no more veil? It's here. Our awakening has come forward and we're feeling it.
Yes.
How do you feel? Are you feeling like what I'm feeling? I don't know if others that are watching, are you guys feeling something? Because I'm completely straight. I'm not drugs, no alcohol, no nothing. Like people like, is he high? Is he like literally? I'm just feeling this divine high of. And Honi are like, I mean, we're playing songs, we're dancing.
Oh yeah, you guys are having a great time dancing for your breakfast. I mean, that's pretty fun.
Are you feeling that connection to what's before us right now?
I am, absolutely. You know, when you say veil, it's also known as another term as evil. So the evil has lifted and we're rising. That's how I see it. And I was, you know, my transformation started in 2018 for a reason. And you have to ask for help. I mean, they're there, but you have to ask, and not like, oh, you know, I need a new car, a new house. No, not that kind of ask. That's not wrong message. So I just want to catch up on all these comments. I don't want to leave anybody hanging.
Please.
Connie is saying hi, Michael.
Blessings.
Oh,
good to see
and
you.
then we talked a little bit about the U.S. already. And Connie. So yeah, Connie's driving home listening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that. Following from Belgium. Love the spontaneity, innocence, and honesty I see and feel flowing. Yeah, that's interesting. We started with water. We were talking about flow and the ocean and all that. Oh, honeybee, you're hilarious. We're delicious. I love that. Lila is saying, what a beautiful memory of your father, Michael. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, when you hear a funny story, when I was actually working on her mother when he transcended, and he actually came through the healing, and I was at the bottom of her mother's feet, and all of a sudden I felt my dad like a dolphin swimming like this, going, wee, I'm free. And I'm like, shit, just, no way, not now. Not now. I'm doing it, healing. You can do this. We're going to connect more. You can do this. And I'm like, okay, can I just go to the top of the head? He's like, yes, I'll help you through. And it was amazing because her mother and her family were there, and Honi was there in one of our beautiful beloved's house in Long Island. And it was a beautiful, amazing experience where at the end, when I found out my dad transitioned, which obviously the Jewish guilt came, was I'm not home, I'm not there, I'm not holding his hand. We were all there holding each other. And I honored that moment, because I'll never forget that, like, wow, how that brought forward just the deepest gratitude, that as I was doing it, Archangel Michael transformational healing, here comes Dad popping in, saying, I'm free, I made it, I'm on the other side, woohoo. And I'm just trying to hold back my shock of like, oh my God, it was like, smile with you. So it was
it's amazing what comes through when you just you focus on the service, and it's amazing, yeah, what comes through the light, that's for sure. Rachel, been so busy working as a vet in the UK with oh goodness. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Actually, I've had quite a few clients reach out to me in regards to their pets. Because our pets are unconditional love, and they are feeling everything that we're feeling. So we have really got to dive in and stay grounded for our pet's sake, because it's going to manifest in other ways, and usually in disease or anxiety. And I don't want to see that.
Especially, here's a message for many light workers, and this is as well, is, we're all empaths, really.
Yes.
Like or not, we're all empaths, and we feel, right? So as everything is happening right now, as everything is crumbling, it is so very important for us to have a management and a grip on our emotional state. Our emotional body, we have to be as strong as possible to not personalize, not defend, not judge, and really allow our higher self to stay in front, and allow that emotional body to express, to allow, but not to feel, not to lead, because it's getting juicy right now, and it's only going to get more heavy and dense of what's happening in this and what's coming out. And I'm not going to go there what's happening, because it's a whole different vibration. But our ability as light workers, we have to stay strong, we have to stay grounded, and we have to allow ourselves to be really the epiphany, the example of our society. Because everyone freaks out, they're going to be looking toward us to say, I need you. I need trust. I need the will. I need the courage and strength. I really need just the faith that there's those that are out there that knew that this was coming to look up to. And if we're leading from our emotional bodies, and we're really sad about all the destruction, all the sadness, all the, I'm just going to say it, sorry, the myths, the illusions the media is putting out, which 80% is.
No, go for it. I don't subscribe to that, but I agree. I do.
There's a bigger plan behind all of it, because if there's been a certain amount of quote unquote deaths, let's review our 8,000 people died of hunger a day. 650,000 people die of flu a year. When we're under thousands, we can't let the paranoia affect us. We have to keep strong in our emotions, so that our higher body, and I'm speaking to a lot of light workers, because I know, like me and many, we can go so high and we can see it, and when we come down, if we're not grounding ourselves and we're not anchoring ourselves, then the multidimensional aspects of ourselves are not fully aligned. So maybe our mental body gets pulled into this report, our emotional body gets pulled, and our teenagers having a shit fit, and the little kid is scared, and the adults trying to hold them all, the higher self. And I'm like, guys, can't we just hold hands and sing Kumbaya right now, because we're in our greatest awakening, and we just have to maintain cruise control. That's it. Just cruise control.
And breathe. We got this. We got this.
You got this. So
yeah,
it's important to maintain that, and not allow that emotional body to come forth, so that we can rise.
Absolutely.
We are rising, and we are awakening, and that is what I feel so excited. We chose this time to be here. We incarnated in the most unbelievable, incredible, prolific time supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Holy Shazam! We came into this moment to witness the greatest experience that we'll be telling to our children. Me and Honi were like, we're going to be having conversation. Remember that age we were all sitting around panicking? Remember when people were all thinking we're going to die of a virus? Like we were
yeah. Just
bringing a little humor, lightness. Sorry for those that
of course.
Just to know that this is going to be the moment that we're always going to look back to and say, wow, we chose this time to fully come into and help humanity at its biggest, most incredible time of saving. We have chosen this point. So if there's nothing to get, there's everything to get excited about right now. And if there's anything to look forward to in our time of connecting with Him, of slowing down, of feeling what's moving through, is also our time to rise and to share, all of us, what we can do, whether it's a letter, a phone call, what we're all seeing on the internet, many, many offerings.
Yes, how may you serve? How may you serve?
How may we serve? Because I bet if we shift that feeling of fear into how I can serve from love, where will that change within you? And the more we serve, you know what's really amazing? The more we connect into the divinity that's already awakening. And then we find even higher levels of frequency and vibrations moving through us. All we have to do is serve.
Yes, absolutely. I got to catch up here. And then, like, Honeybee is amazing. She's just in the background sharing and trying to keep up with the comments. We're not ignoring anyone, but thank you, Patricia. Love from Spain. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And yes, and thank you for everyone for joining, resharing the love, deep gratitude for all of your presence. We're getting love from Alex and Fidel's peace. All the love. Yes, I love you, sis. We are called to be enjoy. Oh my goodness, trying to keep up here. Miriam, well, thank you very much. And yes, I'm glowing. Thank you. And it has to be because I'm connected to, Michael and Honeybee and this beautiful community as well. You guys bring me, I like the unconditional love is cyclical and flowing. It's beautiful. Christine, hello, nice to see you. And no, you're never late. You can always watch us on the replay. All right, look at all the love. Everybody feels amazing. And that's what we want. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to keep up here. Okay. Well, and Maida is saying thank you. Thank you so much for this. And yes, thank you.
Thank you, Maida. She's another beautiful, dear sister who we would love to connect with you. She's our beautiful galactic star sister from Toronto, which we
Toronto, T.O. Okay.
We don't have the beauty because it was actually, I'm a little embarrassed to say this, I traveled the whole world, and recently this past July, Honi and I, at least myself, I got to visit Canada for the first time. And I was like, wow, you guys are like the Swiss of North America.
Hey, that's cool.
In the world are living in Canada, and we just saw how beautiful it was. So Maida, we'd like to definitely connect you as we connect all of our dear hearts. And I feel going upon that is the more we can connect within our hearts. Each morning, Honi and I, we wake up, and the very first thing we do is we sit in prayer. We sit in meditation. And I just want to share what's happening personally so that people can really understand what's happening behind the scenes. I'm feeling these enormous, incredible, powerful golden rays of light that are coming through me, coming through this universe, coming through the earth. And the radiance is this electrical, euphoric feeling that I can't put in words because, as you know, Christine, words sometimes dulls the experience. But if I sat there in probably an hour or two, I'd probably be floating because the ability to feel what's moving through me literally feels like my DNA is updating. My cells are expanding, and I'm just in this state of, and I sit there in gratitude. In the very beginning, just feeling these golden rays, as if it's cleansing, clearing, moving all the energy, washing the stress, clearing every aspect of density within my body. And as I'm feeling that, I then thank each master, each angel, each power animal, each element. And what happens in that moment is there's this symbiotic, direct merging of inviting the grace of their presence within the field. That, to me, in shamanic terms, is almost a merging in one, in which we feel the essence that is coming forward. The essence of the connection in divinity within us, through us, and showing our gratitude and honor to what's before us.
Absolutely.
And that, to me, right now, has been the biggest gift. It's my cup of tea in the morning. It's my first breakfast. It's something where even when you ask Honey, like I'll wake up and I'm like, man, I only got 5 hours of sleep. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, it's like whatever was feeling, I go into this mode of just complete gratitude and honor and respect of what is before us. And now with that veil that's no longer there, I invite all of you, whatever masters you connect to, whatever power animals you connect to, whatever spirit guides, whatever relatives on the other side, that you want to just close your eyes in the gratitude of thanking them. I promise, after time, I really feel at this point that the multidimensionality of our body starts to expand from our eyes, ears, nose, throat, our 5 senses, which we thought, yes, that's what we live by. No. What's happening is our expansions of our clairvoyance, our clairaudience, our clairsentience, our
Cognizance. Aliens.
All of those now are being lifted through our ability in our connection with the divine, because as you know, and as all that are watching, they were already with us when we came into this earth school, which, by the way, we're been deemed as the badasses of the universe, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you went down there. I gotta give you props. Like, you went down there. I would not touch that earth with a 10-foot pole, but congratulations, because you went down there and you're gonna kick butt.
Absolutely.
Those are now and have been expanding and growing. But the more we give our permission, that food, that essence for us to invite, holy moly, it just got started. We're going to be astros travel. We're going to be doing dances on other planets. We're going to be moving so fast in our ability, which my Mexican Miguel is going to have to like adjust from sitting on the hammock and just wanting to relax and watch the ocean every day or sunny day, is that we're speeding up so we can actually feel our galactic nature of who we are and completely resonate to what we are. We're awakening from that amnesia that has been placed forth, and we're realizing, oh my gosh, every gift, every power, everything that I've so dreamed about is right in front in a silver platter, awaiting for us. And all we have to do to connect an awakening of our divinity in our soul is just to go within. To go within and feel what is before us. Let go of our ego, let go of our image, let go of this body that we're borrowing, let go of our...
Yeah. Unzip the suit.
Unzip the suit and realize what's before us, because once we connect into that, then we realize, wow, it's already here. All that we have is all that we need, because once we recognize and see that magnificence that is you, that incredible beauty that is you, that amazing courage and strength and will that is already you, that infinite freedom, delicious being that is you. It is here now to say, I am here and I am ready. So let's get this going, because we got this and we're ready to move forward, and there's no longer any way of sitting back and watching. Now's the time to step forward and to really blast our light and love to the highest divinity which we can serve. And I feel this, and I know many people are feeling this, and I just want to bring the excitement and the joy to it, because we need that right now. We need this joy, with this happiness. We need to stay above it. We're dancing along, we're singing along, however we can do to raise above it. I don't care how many National Guard comes in and how many things they close, the electricity and everything. Keep dancing, light the candle, keep praying, keep meditating, keep tapping into the divinity, because what I feel, and this is just my truth, trust what you feel, but I feel when we're in our hearts, we can't touch this.
Can't touch this. And I hear the song going here, and the dancing. Yeah.
I just want to do a little laugh with Honi, because we've been playing Can't Touch This.
I love that song.
Literally, you can't touch the heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't touch what's already here, because when we're in source love, when we're in the embodiment of love, nothing can touch us. It's only when we give our permission, and here's the biggest one, our choice, our free will to fear, stress, worry, judgment, is when we move out of it. So now is to remember that we are love. We're beings of love. We're going back to love after this incarnation. And now our biggest, most incredible duty is to serve that love.
Yes. Absolutely.
That is the gift that I want to share tonight, is to serve that, so we can fully help hold the hands and embrace what's before us. So with that, at that time I look like I'm at 52, so I have that.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just want to quickly, throw this question out there, if someone's listening, and maybe even on the replay, and you can comment and share afterwards, but do you have a man in your life who practices sacred divine heart listening? That is huge, to be held in that. I experienced that yesterday, so I'm throwing it out there, ladies, because you know what, and guys too. Like, we got this. We got to work together more than ever. And things that are shaking you right now are here to wake you up.
Yeah, and you know what? One thing that I just want to go a little guidance on that.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've learned is, with all of our programming, conditioning, this world really hasn't been taught how to express itself. Like, I really feel one of the biggest disharmonies to humankind, to humanity, is when we haven't been given the opportunity to fully express our pain, our sadness, our anger, our frustration, worry. We got it when we're happy. We can express all day long. And people are so celebratory when they put a glass of wine or even go to the higher level. Yet when it comes to the emotions that we tend to hide, those energies have been kept down for so long that, as you know, some of the biggest pieces of healing is really to be hearted through listening. Really, yes, to have the opportunity for those to really just be heard by a sacred divine being, whether it's male or female. Specifically women, when they can be heard and held in the highest grace, there is this gift that they can express whatever they want. And I truly feel that when we can express the fullness, and we see it right now, if people can really understand what's happening in this virus, is because so many people have had such fear pent down within them. They're expressing it because they've never had any opportunity to, because there's more time to actually do everything that you want, that the stress, the worry, the anxiety, the fear, the sadness, it's all coming out now because there's no choice anymore.
There's nowhere to hide.
There's nowhere to hide. And that's where we see 2020, 2020, that mirror between you and yourself. It all has to come out. And so I see what's happening before. There's so much expression. It's almost like the world's having one big shit fit, really. And all this shit's coming up. It's all coming up because they can't flush it anymore. It's like it's been buried, and so when they try to flush it, all of a sudden it comes all the way up and it's splattering everywhere. And we're like, guys, just get a grip. It's all. This too shall pass. Here's some toilet paper.
That's too funny.
Some toilet paper for you.
Get the spiritual plunger. Oh man, I could play with this all day. Yeah.
Exactly. So I honor that, and when we can express to fully allow that to come forward, and to and it can be a tree. It can be. I mean, I want to hold this space, and I want to open that up. But for those that feel a little vulnerable and sad that they may not be open yet to another life form, it can still be. It can be a beautiful flower. I want to love the cherry blossoms. So
nice.
You can speak to the cherry blossoms.
That's right.
And so you can, whatever you choose to do, express it. And it doesn't have to be through verbal. It can be dancing. It can be singing. It can be being in nature. Whatever it can be, give that opportunity. And so, I honor each of us in our own daily expression of what we can do to release that within.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the opportunity to receive that from a divine, sacred being, because I feel that we are all here to serve, but also to help, really to help share what's coming through us. Because we're not here to own anything. We're here just to pass it along, forward and back. Keep giving back, because all we're here to do is to really have an experience and to move through this in the highest expression that we are, and that's unconditional love. You accept us.
Beautifully said, as always. And are you going to close us out with a meditation?
What I like to do is, I felt guided because, for those that are going through pain and sadness and suffering, and maybe even those that can share this to those that would like to feel it, I just like to lead through a beautiful guided meditation of bringing the golden light and allowing that to really help us, each and every one of us, just bring forth the highest level of love, because that's what this golden light is. It is pure love. I remember one time I had the beautiful opportunity to ask my dad when he came through, and Honi was a beautiful conduit, which he usually never does. And I said, Dad, can I ask a question? He said, sure, son. Ask it out loud. Don't ask Honi, because I can hear you anyway. I said, okay. So he's on the other side, and this was 3 weeks after he transcended. And I said, Dad, what is God? I wanted to go for the big one. What is God? He said, you know this, son. God is love. The divine is love. So today I want to bring in love. I want to bring in love through the golden rays, because that's what's coming through now. So with each person that's watching right now, I'd just like to ask you to close your eyes and place your hands directly over your heart chakra. And allow yourself to bring all attention to your sacred breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing yourself to bring all attention to this present moment with your simple breath in and out. Feeling this sacred heartbeat, this beautiful breath, this sense of peace and softness. As now we visualize these sacred golden rays of light shining before us. and imagining, sensing, and feeling these golden rays now enter the crown of our head. With each breath in and each breath out, these rays expand into your body. Softening the mind, relaxing the shoulders, and filling your complete vessel with golden light. Breathing this in, breathing this out. Imagining that each cell, each molecule, each organ in your body is being filled with this sacred golden light of love. Strengthening, empowering, and allowing this beautiful light to fully illuminate the mental, the emotional, the physical, and spiritual body as you breathe this in and breathe this out. And now expanding it even deeper, allowing it to move to any density within your body, any sadness, any grief, anger, fear, or worry. Bring that golden sacred light and surround that energy now with that sacred breath of in and out. Dissolving, transmuting, and transforming all lower vibrations within your body. As this light of love expands even deeper through your body, through your home, expanding this love through your state, providence, and country, as if you're pulsating this golden beam of light from the center of your heart to all the world and beyond. Expanding that love through the universe from the essence of your heart as you breathe this in and breathe this out. Breathing in and breathing out in great honor of this peace of this love, of this moment to connect all of humanity with our golden, sacred, divine hearts through the grid lines, through Gaia, and through this universe. We allow this light to fully emanate to the highest love, the highest light, and the highest good of all. Breathing in and breathing out as we slowly integrate back into our beautiful sacred world, back into our wonderful countries, slowly coming back into our beautiful cities and towns, slowly coming back into our sacred vessel as we breathe this light in and breathe it out. We now integrate it into this breath, into this body, into this presence with great gratitude, great peace, and pure, unconditional love. And we slowly come back. We move our hands and fingers when we're ready. Moving our toes and ankles. And slowly just rolling the shoulders and feeling this divine body, this divine presence. And allowing, accepting, and just feeling this peace of the breath, the joy and love in our hearts. As we come back into our body. And when we're ready, we can slowly open our eyes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Quickly, if anybody wants to share how they felt, what they saw, what they heard, or if you'd just like to keep it to yourself, that's beautiful as well, and maybe put it in a journal somewhere as well. Oh, wow. Thank you for the lovely vibes and the message today. Feels very good to be here. Thank you for being here, Carolyn.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you.
God is love indeed. God is love. Absolutely.
I want to thank everyone that's here tonight that has been called, and it just brings joy and happiness that we could celebrate this moment, because I want to really bring forth this is a time of celebration. This is a time of joy. This is a time of happiness. This is a time of resurrection. And this is the theme that I feel, if we can just bring that into our daily mornings, afternoons, and evenings, and when we're ever feeling that sense of despair, hopelessness, helplessness, just I ask you just to bring your hands over your heart and just to feel that love, and to feel what the divinity is expressing within you, which you are, to comfort you, to soothe you, and to relax you, to know this is all going to pass.
Yes.
We're all going to survive. We're all going to move into our greatest, most incredible dreams come true. And if we can keep visualizing that, keep creating that and putting it out there in our daily manifestations and our daily affirmations. And as we are in the northern hemisphere in the springtime, to merge with that energy of the spring of rebirth, regrowth, replenishment, and to keep feeding that with the beautiful energy of our health, which is teaching us our daily vitamins, our daily exercise, our daily dance. That is going to lift us even further. But we already have this. We got this. We know we can do this. Love is going to shine. We didn't come here to go hide and let something like an illusion bring us down. We came here to bring our greatest hearts of love to shine in its greatest dawn. And I am just excited to be a part of it. Grateful for you, Christine, to be on this beautiful show and platform that you so elegantly and gracefully have shared with all of us. And just wish all of you, dear hearts, to pass this energy, shine it, forward it, really just give all your heart has, because as Archangel Gabriel told me this morning, there is a veil behind your heart. There is a passage behind your heart that is of infinite power. When we tap into it and go into it, there's going to be a bliss that's going to knock you off your seat. He didn't say it in those words, but I'm capturing my human excitement because every day I keep hearing, go within your heart. Go within your heart and feel what's there and pass that forward. Share it with love.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. The heart knows.
Yes, the heart knows.
The heart knows. Always.
Lead from the heart. That's it.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And self-care, guys. Self-care. Self-care is self-love.
Yes.
So don't forget. Hi, Lynn. Yes, we're just, you're going to have to go back on the replay, but thank you for showing up. I want to thank Michael again. Thank you for your beautiful love, divine, masculine energies, holding space for us, listening, guiding, always being a beautiful pillar of light.
Thank you.
That's how I see you, my friend. All right, guys, I want to wish you all love, light, and blessings. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Take care.